Alice, you have really outdone yourself. It was a wonderful party. Thank you, Cecile, although I can hardly take the credit. Oh.
You certainly can.
We all had a really great time, didn't we, Sandy?
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
And such a successful engagement party only bodes well for the future. I hope you're right. Oh, I know.
I think so, too. Tonight, our life together took a great step in the right direction.
It sure did. Congratulations, Alice. Oh, and you too.
Thank you, Cecile.
My best to both of you. Well, sweetheart, are you about ready to go?
Oh, excuse me. Could you spare me a moment before you go?
Well, sure, man.
Would you excuse us?
Of course.
What is it, Mac?
I wanted to know if you had a chance to talk to Jamie tonight. I'm hoping that you could start patching up the differences between you two.
Hello, I'm sorry. I hope I'm not late.
Hey, you just made it.
Oh, good. All that running was worth it. Listen, thanks for letting me switch shifts like that. It really meant a lot to my father for me to be there at that party.
Glad it worked out for you.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Well, at least your old man is happy.
Yeah. So what should I be doing?
You're gonna love this.
Uh-oh, move more bucks. Right?
You got it.
All right.
Yeah, a special shipment came into the warehouse just tonight.
What do you mean everything's special around here?
Well, this one is real special.
Yeah?
Yeah. Now, look, you go over to the warehouse, load up the entire shipment, bring it back here to the penthouse.
That's it?
Yeah. For now.
Okay. Frankie.
Yeah?
I noticed a lot of security guards when I got on here. Really had a hard time getting in here. They checked me out a lot. Something going on?
Yeah, something's going on. Mr. Black has arrived.
You're Edward Black?
Yes.
Excuse me, I didn't,
You didn't what?
Nothing really.
Do I come as a surprise? Is that it?
Yes, I guess you do.
Why?
I don't know. I guess you're not exactly what I was expecting.
No, I guess not.
I understand your flight was delayed.
Yes, unfortunately.
Nothing serious, I hope?
No, nothing that couldn't be remedied, although I'm sorry I was late.
Well, you're here now.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I hope you'll be more comfortable because of it.
Because of what?
Well, not that we weren't prepared. It's just that your delay gave us here at Black Hawk a little more time to prepare for your arrival. Finishing touches, you know.
Well, at least some good came of it.
Yes. Is there anything I can do for you, sir?
Yes. You can show me my apartment.
Of course. You must be exhausted. I hope it meets with your approval.
Oh, it will.
Of course. Of course.
Another world.
Well, what do you think, sir?
Oh, it's fine. You have the dossiers with you?
Yes, I have them right here.
Could I have them?
Oh, of course.
that'll be all for tonight.
Of course, sir.
You can show yourself out.
Certainly.
I'll expect to see you at 8 o'clock in the morning.
All right. Will we be discussing anything in particular I could prepare?
Oh, to begin with, we'll be going over these files.
I see.
I trust I won't find them deficient.
Oh, no, sir. Those files were updated just 2 days ago. I did everything in my power to make them as complete as possible.
In that case, I should be satisfied. Oh, Denver.
Yes, sir.
One other thing.
What is that, sir?
No one is to know I'm in Bay City. At least not yet.
No, Mac. Jamie didn't want to talk to me at all about anything.
Oh. I was so hoping you'd be able to get through to him.
Well, I wanted to, Mac, believe me.
I know that.
I'm sorry, Mac.
No, it's all right. It's just that I used to take such great satisfaction out of seeing the two of you together. As close as any brothers could be, you know.
I said I was sorry, Mac.
I'm sure you did your best. It was foolish of me to expect you to be able to just go to Jamie and make things right.
Jamie doesn't want to have anything to do with me.
Were you able to talk to him at all?
Oh, yeah. As a matter of fact, our conversation was very polite. Cold and polite.
Well, at least that's the start. Before this evening, you weren't even talking to each other.
Well, I'm afraid Jamie was sort of forced into a conversation with me. I cornered him, and rather than cause a scene at your party, he talked to me, but that was the end of it.
I see.
I'm afraid as long as Cecile and I are together, Jamie won't ever come around. He'll never treat me as his brother.
Well, of course, I have no way of knowing how much Cecile is the main problem between you and Jamie. And certainly she's not a factor in my relationship with him. I think our keeping the fact that you're my son from him for so long is at the root of everything.
Well, certainly Jamie's finding out that my relationship to you is what it was the beginning, but a lot of things have happened since then that have made a reconciliation even more difficult, Mac.
Well, I can't help but hope.
I know. I tried, Mac. And I'll try again, but don't expect too much, okay?
I'll try not to, but...
Hey, Mac, come on. Let's think about the good things that happened tonight. It was a great party.
Yeah, I was really pleased.
You know, seeing you and Alice together. Well, you make a handsome couple. You really do.
Thank you, Sandy. Alice and I have grown very close over the past months. She's very important to me now. Sure hope I can make a good husband for her.
Oh, I'm sure you will, Mac.
This marriage, you know, it's like a new beginning for me. It's just like I'm entering a whole new phase of my life.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You love Cecile very much, don't you?
Yes, Mac, I really do.
I hope you can find the happiness with her I found with Alice.
Want to talk about it or what?
Is that what you want to do? You want to talk?
Well, I don't want to go on like this.
Sure, Rick, we can talk. Because right now, that's all that's left for us to do. You just want to talk about Jamie again, don't you?
What were you doing on the terrace with him?
I can't believe you, Rick. I really can't. I was out on the terrace with Jamie talking, while you were inside talking with Blaine. I really don't see where you have any room to complain.
Yes, well, I was talking with Blaine because my wife was otherwise occupied.
Oh, I see. So you were punishing me, is that it?
No, I was not punishing you. You gotta know that I'm not gonna sit there and watch you and Jamie have an intimate chit-chat and feel nothing.
Oh, no, of course not. Especially not with Blaine there.
Why, after all we've been through, as far as Jamie goes, couldn't you, at least for one evening, stay away from him? Couldn't you figure it out? Couldn't you have guessed what would happen?
I thought, perhaps, that you were mature enough
You didn't think. One way or the other. and you don't care to worry about the way I feel. Let's just be honest for a minute here. Jamie comes first, all right?
Oh, so we're back to square one, is that it?
I guess we're back to square one.
Look, it's not going to work, Rick. It's the same thing over and over again. The same accusations, the same recriminations.
Yes, that's because you keep doing the same thing over and over and again. Every opportunity you get, you run to Jamie. You just can't get enough of him, can you?
It's not true.
It is true, and you know it. You never loved me.
You're wrong. I did love you. You just never believed me. You were just so busy making sure I couldn't love you.
You make it very difficult to believe you, Marianne. Don't you know I've known you too long to not be able to sense what's going on?
Rick, you've been too busy since before we were married, worrying about Jamie, to ever even try to get to know me. Rick, our marriage could have worked.
Mm-hmm. As long as Jamie and Cecile are married, and I mean, you could see yourself with Rick, couldn't you, married to Rick? But now the picture's sort of changed, hasn't it, yeah?
Oh, come on, Rick.
Whether you admit it or not, it's true. I've always been second best, haven't I?
It's not true.
And now that Jamie and Cecile are broken up, I just wonder how I stand. I want to know that. I think you owe that to me, at least.
Why should I even bother trying to defend myself? You wouldn't believe me anyway. You never have, and you never will. It's pointless, Rick. Our life together has become pointless.
Where are you going?
I don't know. I just don't want to stay here anymore.
Well, that's fine. Because, to tell you the truth, I'm not really crazy about it either.
Well, what were you and Mac whispering about in the corner for so long?
You were okay, weren't you?
Of course. Alice and I had a nice chat, but I was just wondering.
Wondering what?
Wondering what was so urgent that Mac had to talk to you about at the end of a long, wonderful, but long and exhausting party.
It wasn't urgent, sweetheart.
Okay. Important, then. It was important.
It was nothing.
Sandy, what were you talking about?
Really, nothing.
You were talking about Jamie, weren't you?
Yeah, we were talking about Jamie.
Jamie, Jamie, Jamie. All roads lead to Jamie, don't they?
That's Rome, honey. All roads lead to Rome.
Thank you. Oh, Sandy, I just feel like we're never going to be able to get out from under Jamie's shadow.
Now, baby, listen, Mac just wanted to know if Jamie and I had talked or not.
And?
And nothing. I had to tell him we didn't.
Of course you didn't. Jamie was too busy talking to Marianne out on the terrace all night.
I didn't notice that.
Well, I did, and so did Rick. And he wasn't too happy about it either.
Wait a second. I thought that Jamie brought Blaine to the party.
He did. But she had to spend so much time alone that she found herself with Rick most of the night. Really, I mean, if Jamie wanted to be with Marianne, why did he bother to come to Mac's party at all?
Sweetheart, I've got a really good idea. Why don't we talk about us? I'm tired of talking about Jamie and Rick and Marianne and Blaine. You know, I don't think I had the chance to tell you how absolutely beautiful you look tonight.
Oh, yes, you did. You told me before we left for the party.
I did?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll tell you again, you look absolutely beautiful tonight.
Thank you. You look pretty dashing yourself.
Mm.
Sandy, I was so proud to be with you tonight.
I love you, sweetheart.
What is a pretty girl like you doing in a place like this?
Now, there's one I've never heard before.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm full of those.
I went to a party with Jamie tonight. We decided to come here afterwards. But he had to go back to work. And I thought I'd sit and talk to Melissa later if I could.
I see.
I forgot. Mr. Black came in tonight, didn't he?
Oh, yes, Mr. Black did come in tonight.
Tell me, what's he like?
Shh, not so loud. He doesn't want anyone to know that he's in town.
Why not?
I don't know. But I get the definite impression that when this guy gives an order, you follow it. Or else.
Danny, please, come on. You gotta tell me, what is he like? What is he like?
Well, he's courteous and polite, but at the same time, he's really cold and distant.
Yeah?
He's got this presence about him. I don't know how else to describe it. He's a man who knows what he wants and how to get it. And I also got the feeling you don't want to stand between him and what he wants.
Tell me more. Come on. Tell me what he's like really inside.
He's strange, Blaine. Really strange.
Strange in what way?
He's like this entity, all his own. All his power. Black Hawk. But all that he built seems really inconsequential to him. But at the same time, it's obvious that the man wants everything done his way. That the power is all important to him.
It doesn't pin it down enough for me. Come on.
Okay. Tell me how you picture this guy in your mind.
Oh, believe me, I've pictured him in my mind a lot of times, and this is what I've come up with.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's a real class act. I'm telling you, very, very sophisticated. He has impeccable taste in everything. In his clothes, in his food, in his wine, in everything. He's a real smooth character. That's exactly how I picture him.
Yeah, that's how I imagined him, too.
And?
And he's not anything like that. In fact, I almost kicked him out of my office.
You did what?
I went to get a cup of coffee. I come back, and there's this guy sitting there. He looks like he just wandered in off the street or something.
I don't believe it.
I swear, it's the truth. This guy is something else.
Think you're gonna like him anyway?
Yeah, I think I am. He fascinates me. I've never met anyone who exudes that kind of strength and determination and power.
Oh, I cannot wait to meet him.
I wouldn't hold my breath, Blaine. Like I said, he doesn't want anyone to know he's in town. My guess is he's going to keep a pretty low profile.
Danny, please, you've got to promise me if it's at all possible you'll introduce him to me.
Sure, I'll see what I can do.
Thanks.
But why all this interest in your new boss?
I don't know. I guess it's because I've been working with him and buying everything for the penthouse and then very carefully having to place everything. I guess I sort of think of him as a friend already.
I doubt if Mr. Black has many friends.
I don't understand. One minute you make him sound like a terrific guy, and the next minute you make him sound terrible.
We'll see what happens, okay? Can I buy you another drink?
Oh, no. I think I've plenty left here, thanks.
Oh, but the night is yet young.
Oh, hardly. As a matter of fact, I think I better...
Come on. Keep me company for a while.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you can all be here. And we are going to start our set with a song that's really very beautiful, and I think it's pretty much a classic today. You've lost that love and feeling. You never close your eyes anymore when I kiss your lips. Oh, there's no tenderness like before in your fingertips. You're trying hard not to show it, but baby, I know it. Oh, darling, you lost that loving feeling. Oh, that loving feeling. You lost you're starting to criticize little things I do. It makes me just feel like crying.
Rick,
'Cause baby,
the fact that you're here tonight makes me think that maybe things aren't going so well with Marianne.
No, they're not going too well. She walked out on me tonight.
You know, I really envy Mac in a lot of ways.
You do? Why?
Well, he knows what he wants and he takes the steps to get it. I admire that. Sometimes I think that my legal background is colored the way I live my life.
In what way?
Oh, you know, I'm so cautious. I weigh every element to the extent that I never really make a move.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, I'm not so sure about that, Pat. Oh, you know, by the time I come to a decision, more often than not, the choice is no longer mine.
Oh.
Someone's made it for me.
You're just being careful.
No. One can waste an awful lot of time being careful. Time one can find again.
Well, I think I understand what you mean. I'm afraid I'm guilty of the same thing.
Oh, not you, Pat.
Oh, yes,
No.
yes. Perhaps a little different, but pretty much the same. I'm so afraid of being hurt again that I just insulate myself in my cocoon away from it all.
Well, we make a fine pair, don't we?
You can't say we're impetuous.
Oh, to put it mildly. But perhaps...
Oh, my gosh. I wonder who that is.
It's awfully late.
Oh, excuse me.
Who is it?
It's me, Mom. Oh, Mom. What's happening?
It's Rick.
Oh, my gosh, what's happening?
No, it's nothing like that. It's... I'm sorry, Brian. I didn't know that you had come.
Well, I was just leaving.
No, please don't let me interrupt.
Oh, that's okay. Come on and sit down. Excuse me, Brian. Honey, have a little tea. I'm sorry.
Obviously, Marianne needs some time alone with you. Look, if you need anything, please call. If there's anything I can do.
Okay, I'll call you.
Good night, Pat.
Good night. What is it?
I walked out on Rick tonight.
Oh, honey, what happened?
As soon as we got home, he started in on me again about Jamie. Just because we were talking together at the party.
What did he say?
Same old thing. He just accused me of never having loved him, of always loving Jamie. I did love Rick, you know that.
Well, of course you did. But you also told me you loved Jamie now. Remember? You did tell me that.
I know. But I married Rick. And I was willing to do anything to make it work with him. And I could have if he'd done his part.
His part of what, sweetie?
Trusting. How can a marriage survive without trust? I mean, he's always accusing me and doubting me. I can't live like that.
I'm sorry, honey. I always thought you and Rick would be so happy together.
We could have been if he hadn't been so threatened by Jamie. Mom, believe me, I never did anything that would have caused Rick a moment's doubt. Not really.
What are you going to do?
I did the only thing I could. I left.
Well, not for good.
I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't have gotten married in the first place. We probably never would have if it hadn't been for the baby.
Oh, sweetie. Wish I could do something to make you feel better.
Well, there is something you could do.
What, honey?
Tell me. Would you mind if I stayed here for a little while? I mean, at least until I can figure out what to do next.
No, of course not. Of course you can.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's no way.
She walked out. What happened?
Same old thing.
Same old thing.
Oh, you're starting to
Jamie.
criticize little things.
You don't know how much I resent that guy for what he is doing to my marriage.
Come on, Rick. You said yourself that Jamie doesn't even know what he's...
Yeah, I know. He's not to blame because he doesn't know how Marianne feels. But, you see, I know how Marianne feels. And he has always been number one to her.
I'm sorry, Rick. I really am. I'm sorry you have to go through this.
Shouldn't be. I'm sorry.
Well, okay, let's be honest with me. With you, I think that somehow it is my fault, isn't it? I mean, I am somehow to blame. And I'm sorry about that. And yet Marianne does blame me, doesn't she?
I tell her over and over that you are my patient and I'm your doctor. And that we have a friendship, yes. But, I mean, that really, our relationship can't be compared to the one she has to Jamie. There's no way.
Except for the fact that our relationship has become a little bit more than doctor-patient now, hasn't it? At least it has on my part. Now, come on, Rick. You were always there for me. You were always there to come and hold my hand in the middle of the night when I had a nightmare. You were there to support me. I guess I just couldn't help myself.
You were there for me, too.
Yeah, but it's a little different. I think I began to care for you a little bit more than I should.
Blaine.
You're not mad? You're not upset?
No, why would I be?
I'm glad it doesn't make you angry.
Could I be angry? It's just you and me and Marianne and Jamie and we're just all out there floundering. It's silly, isn't it?
You want to talk about it? I'll listen.
It's a very tempting offer. Very tempting, but I can't really. I have to be alone tonight.
You sure?
It's the one thing I really am sure about right now. About the offer. I really appreciate that.
It's gone, it's gone, it's gone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You lost the love and
Hey, everything there? Yep, inventory checked out just fine.
Good.
Okay, now what?
Well, now you take these crates down to the penthouse. Be real careful with them. Then uncrate them.
Uncrate them? You mean I get to open them up and see what's inside them and stuff?
Yeah. Unless, of course, you can uncrate them with your eyes closed, which, by the way, I suggest you don't do. Oh, kid, just take them down, uncrate them, and get back up here. Don't take any longer than you have to, and don't make any detours. You got that?
Yeah, I got it.
You know, Mac, I couldn't have dreamt of a more perfect engagement party.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Just what I wanted to. You know, it's quite an adventure we're embarking on.
Yes, we are. What were you and Sandy discussing so earnestly before?
Oh, nothing really. Well, I mean, just about Jamie and Sandy.
I see.
I don't deny it's very important to me, but I don't want to spend our engagement evening talking about my problems with my sons. I want to talk about the wonderful life we're going to be having together.
I want to make you so happy, Mac.
But you already have. And just to think, that's only the beginning.
How do you always manage to say just the right thing at just the right moment?
Oh, that just shows we belong together, that's all.
Oh, Mac.
You know, when I said before that you can start redecorating the house any way you want to, any time you want to, I really meant it.
I know. I've already started to think about it.
Although, having said it, and having meant it, I think I'd still hate to see you radically change this room.
You are very fond of it, aren't you?
Yes. I spent so many long hours working here. And when Jamie was younger, he and Dennis used to run about the house so much. Also, when Amanda was very little, watching her crawl around the floor, I loved to see her trying to get up on the furniture. You know, I often spent more time working here at that desk than I did at the office.
And now?
Now? Well, there's still a very special appeal about this room for me. Perhaps I am overly protective, but I don't know, I just enjoy being in it. So many good memories, you know.
Of course, I understand.
Long talks with Jamie and pleasant hours spent reading here alone. Not to mention the many happy weeks with you when I was recuperating.
I guess that I have those kinds of memories, too, of the house that Stephen built for me.
Yes, you mentioned how much it meant to you.
At the time, I guess it was our dream house. I suppose, looking back 10 years ago now, it's, by today's standards, was very ordinary. At the time, it was so very special to me.
Of course. Because you built it to share with each other, you and Steve. So it'll always be a very special place, if only for that reason.
I do love you so, Matt. You always understand.
I love you, Mrs. Frey.
you remember, sweetheart, when I told you I didn't think it would be such a good idea for us to go to Mac and Alice's party together?
Yes, but you don't still feel that way. I mean, it went so well.
Yes, it did. Now I think it was a good idea for us to go together as a couple.
Oh, good. What changed your mind?
Well, I think it helped Mac to deal with us together as a couple, to help relate to that, you know?
I hope so. I really want him to be happy about us.
I think he is. I'm happy about us, too. And kiss me. What's wrong?
I don't know. I just felt funny.
Funny?
I just felt kind of nauseous.
Well, are you okay now?
It was probably something I ate, I guess.
Sweetheart, are you all right?
I don't know. I don't know. I'll be right back.
Are you feeling better?
Yeah, a little better. Oh, I guess it was that big lunch I had. Maybe it was just nerves in the party, you know? Probably was that. I'm okay.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
You don't have to be brave.
No, I'm not. I'm okay. I am. I'm fine. Are you going to spend the night?
Well, do you want me to spend the night?
Do I really have to answer that question?
Well, I don't know. Do you?
Oh.
I got the strangest feeling while I was down there at that penthouse.
Strange?
Yeah, it was almost as if I weren't alone.
You're probably just tired.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, you've been up around the clock by now, right?
Yeah, it's not over yet.
Your shift is almost over.
No, I got classes tomorrow morning. I mean, this morning.
Why don't you knock off now and go home? That way you can catch a couple of hours sleep.
You know, that's the best idea I've heard of all day. But let me finish up here first.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, Frankie.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen this Mr. Black?
No.
Well, listen, maybe I am tired, but I swear I wasn't alone in that penthouse. I wasn't.
Thank you. I told Brooks to have the car around in 15 minutes.
You know, Mac, I feel like Cinderella.
You are Cinderella. But a Cinderella who doesn't have to worry about her coach turning into a pumpkin or her dress into rags.
Oh, Mac, right now I wouldn't care if those things did happen. This has been the most wonderful night of my life.
It's been a night I'll always remember and cherish, too, Alice.
I wish it would never end.
Yes, I'm sorry it has to end, but there'll be many, many more good and better evenings in our life together. Believe me.
Is that possible?
It is possible. I promise you. I will make it possible. And now we have just 14 and a half minutes left.
Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Another World.